fight. Kiser looks like a hockey fighter.
He's mean looking. He's big. But with the school that Strain trains out of, their fighters showed that they have karate, BJJ, but they lack wrestling. But we don't think Kiser's going to want to take this to the fight. He's going to have to deal with the different style of striking that Brian Strain's going to bring to us.
The other thing, I'm sure Kiser is used to, even though hockey players try to be as macho as possible, I'm sure Kiser's been able to out-psych a lot of his opponents just because he is such a mean guy. Will that work here in the cage?
It could work. You see guys getting psyched out in MMA fights all the time. He's an intimidating-looking person.
Yeah, both of these guys are imposing figures at 205. Monstrous.
We got Strain switching his stance, using his kicks. That's something that Kiser's going to have to deal with that he's not used to.
Kiser, red gloves, blue trunks. Strain in the black trunks. The two of them still sizing each other up.
Nice time right hand off the leg kick by Kiser.
Is that just sort of a hi, nice to meet you sort of greeting?
I'm not sure anything's nice about it, but typically
nice for MMA.
Yeah, all the leg kick, a good counter is the right hand off the leg kick.
There's a bit of an age difference here. Also, Kiser at 31 years old, one of the older fighters.
Yeah, Kiser's landing some shots here.
Kiser going for the takedown momentarily.
Strain hanging on, though, at 25. So he's 6 years younger.
Well, with Kiser's professional hockey career, I'm sure he got a late start to mixed martial arts. Likewise, myself, I played college hockey. I didn't step into the mixed martial arts gym until I was 26 years old. Kiser might have a similar background.
Kiser might know that his hockey career is over. How tough was it to switch from one sport to the other for you personally?
Well, I played college hockey. I never got to the professional level like Kiser, but there was a point we have to realize I'm not going to be a professional hockey player. And playing in adult rec leagues, bar leagues, some people call them, the competition just isn't there, and that's when I turned to mixed martial arts. And Kiser looks to be doing the same exact thing. His professional career came to an end, and he wanted to compete still. And now we see him in the mixed martial arts cage, making his second amateur mixed martial arts fight.
And Strain had Kiser up against the cage. Kiser trying to escape. Strain still holding on.
Kiser doing a good job of takedown defense here. Strain is really trying to get his hips out and take him down. Kiser doing a good job. He's got an overhook here. I prefer an underhook, but see how he's getting his hips real low? He wants to avoid that takedown. He should cross-face with his right arm. Oh, he might have an arm in guillotine here.
Who?
Kiser.
Kiser. And he lets it go and lands some body shots.
Kiser just looks so strong.
He's trying to do a standing guillotine.
Trying to choke him out?
He doesn't have his elbow dipped down far enough to get enough pressure on the neck, yeah.
Still, these two guys just going at it.
Now, we talked about the disadvantages of a hockey fighter might have. One of the disadvantages is a hockey fight typically lasts 10, 15, 30 seconds. A marathon fight would be a minute long, Well, this is an MMA fight. We're already 3 minutes in. He's got another 3, maybe 6 minutes to go. Does he have the conditioning for it?
Very good point. I'm sure that's what he's been working on down at Charleston Krav Maga.
And if you being a player, your hockey shift typically lasts 30 to 60 seconds. So you're going out there for 30, 60-second bursts before you get a rest. In an MMA fight, you got 3 minutes, 60-second break, 3 minutes, 60-second break, 3 minutes. It's a totally different type of cardio.
This is Kiser's second fight. In football, so much, they say that the most amount of improvement in a football team happens between games 1 and games 2 because you can look at the tape and see what you did wrong. Is it similar in MMA? Kiser in his second fight, how much does he take from his first fight as opposed to Strain, who's making his debut?
Well, coming off a loss, there was a lot that Kiser could pull from that. I think you learn more from your losses than your wins because you see where you need to improve. Where your wins, you tend to look at too much of the positive, where the loss, you focus on the negative of the fight and you try to fix that.
That's a good point, Kevin.
Tommy, what do you see out of Kiser right now?
He's landed some good right hands. He landed some good shots in the first round. Just missed with that right hand. Strain immediately going for the clinch and wants to put him on the cage because he wants to avoid those shots.
Kiser seems to be physically stronger than Strain.
Oh, he's a beast. Look at him.
But can Strain take that
There's a little blood
advantage
coming from.
and turn it? Well, Strain is bleeding right now.
It's coming from
some
Strain's
blood.
nose. There it is. I was wondering where the blood from Kiser's neck came from, and it's coming from Strain's mouth and nose.
Strain bleeding and Kiser smelling blood, although Kiser wearing a lot of Strain's blood.
Yeah, Strain needs this takedown really bad.
When you're opened up, when someone is able to cut you, how much are you able to take that away from your mind? I mean, is there a sense of panic that sets in at all?
Everybody handles it differently, but for some people, yes, when they see their blood, they panic. What Strain may be dealing with here, though, is blood from the nose obstructing his breathing.
Or getting into his eyes. Well, no, yeah, it's not going to bleed up, but yeah, obstructing his bleeding and...
Which is going to, if it's prohibiting his breathing through his nose, it may affect his cardio and make him more tired earlier than it would.
And Kiser just manhandling Strain.
Just threw Strain into the cage.
You see some significant swelling over the right eye of Strain also.
How long will a referee allow the man to bleed?
Well, as long as the cut is not obstructing the vision or isn't dangerously wide, they'll let it go on.
Nice right hand. Nice counter there by
I'll tell
Strain.
you what, Strain showing something, showing a counter.
Yeah, he's got good heart. He's not just going to lay down. But Kiser definitely getting the better of it. You guys talked about the psychology of being opened up and starting to bleed. Certainly it can affect the fighter when they start bleeding negatively, but it also give your opponent a lot of confidence and he'll start attacking more and get more aggressive.
Yeah, but at what point when you're Kiser do you say, what do I got to throw at this guy to stop him?
Very good point, and I was just going to ask that. I'm wondering if Kiser might get a little frustrated knowing that he's opened up Strain, and yet Strain is still going 110%.
Yeah, he's hit him with some good shots too, and Strain's right there in his face. We're going to see what these guys' conditioning is like.
Kiser, 6'1", 220. Oh, and with a shot to Brad Strain, 6'3", 205. Strain is just turning into a crimson mass right now. But Strain is hanging in there. And Tom, it looks like you got a souvenir.
A little bit of splash of blood.
Got splattered with blood. Not the first time. And anytime you're cage side at Fight Lab,
Tom,
sweat,
don't
blood.
ever say that I don't come prepared. This is what I call the Eliminator.
Well done, Bruce. Appreciate that.
Hey, I got your back. So right now, you gentlemen both have Nate Kiser in control.
Oh, yeah, Nick Kiser definitely won that round, the second round especially. A lot of damage to Strain's face.
Kevin, may I allow you to light all your stuff?
There's John from the North Carolina Boxing Commission giving us some
Yeah, I noticed he gave each of you.
antibacterial wipes.
And what did he do to me? He looked at me and went, yeah, whatever.
And Commissioner came around and gave us handy wipes. Very nice of him.
Familiar faces.
All right, so Nate Kiser in control and in command, but Brad Strain showing a lot of heart by not letting the cut get to him. All right, now the blood has been wiped away. Is Kiser going to try and get him bleeding again?
Absolutely. He wants to open him right back up, get that blood flowing.
And on the other side, if you're Strain, what are you trying to do?
Well, he's going to have to try to knock him out. He hasn't been able to take Kiser down. He's having a hard time matching his strength.
Taking right hand for right hand and a good body shot, too.
And Kiser just measures him up, lefts and right. Kiser having Strain against, and Strain won't go down.
Good body shot, another good right hand.
Kiser with shots all over the place.
Only thing holding him up is the cage. He goes down. Referee taking a close look. This is over.
And that's it. Kiser smelled blood, literally. Nate Kiser taking it to Brad Strain. The hockey enforcer getting it done.
Getting his first win in the cage.
Nate
And
Kiser!
Nate Kiser in control from the beginning.
Well done.